Hello everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Today I'm going to make another card using the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. Now this is a two-part stamp set and I've just put them into one box so that I can use them together. As you can see, one of the sets has got this beautiful big image in it with some sentiments and this leaf, and then the other one has got some sentiments and a smaller flower bud, and it's got some lovely sentiments in it, really nice. And I think this one is particularly nice at the moment. The journey of life is best shared with a friend. We'll get through this together. Now that's very fitting for the moment, isn't it? So, and thinking of you, I mean, what else can you say? That is just lovely. So, but the one I want to use is this one. I've already made a card with this, but I want to use it again. I just think it's such a lovely image. Now the card that I'm making is, will measure, let me bring in the card base, this is very vanilla, and this will measure 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 when it's folded. And I'm making this so that I can put it in my shop, really. And the thought is, well, we will see how this goes. I am going to stamp the image onto this piece of very vanilla that measures 5.5 by 5.5. And I'm going to stamp it in, let me think, I'm going to stamp it in Pear Pizzazz, which is a lovely green, and it's funny enough, it's a colour that's been around quite a long while, and I never had it until quite recently, and now I find I can't stop using it. It's just a perfect colour, I think, especially for spring and things like that. Now because this is such a big stamp, as you can see, now this piece of grid paper here is 7 by 7, so we're looking at, how big do you reckon this is? I mean, this block measures 5 by 5, so it's a good size image. And when you've got a big image like this, it's better to lay it flat on the table and apply your ink to it, because to hold one of those in your hand is not going to be easy, and you could get ink all over your block as well. As you can see, it's quite difficult to hold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it sort of on this side here, like so, I think. Do I want it so it comes off the bottom, or do I want it in the middle? No, I'm going to put it up here on the side, like so. Now because it's a big stamp, I'm just going to get that ink out of the way. You need to press it down, don't lift it up too soon. Press it down good and firm all over, because you want to get these lovely lines that have been so beautifully drawn onto your card. And then straight up. Oh lovely, look at that. Right, let me just give that a bit of a clean. I've got my chamois here, which I will take out of the box. It's only got water in it, and I shall just clean that stamp. I shall probably put it into my stamping scrub later, because I've used it quite a lot today. I'll pop that over there to get out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some colouring, and I'm going to use our stamping blends, these blender pens. These are our alcohol markers, and I've got olive, and I've got a light and a dark one here, which I thought I would use for the leaves, and I've got petal pink, because whenever I think of Magnolia, I always think they're a lovely creamy white colour with a sort of a pale pink centre. I know there are other colours, but that's the colours I always think of. And then I need a bit of brown for the stem. So I'm going to add the pink first. I'm going to start with the light petal pink and the brush end, and I'm just going to add some colour here. And I'm no artist, as you already know. I've said this loads of times. I can't even draw a stick person, so I'm just letting the pens go where they fancy, really. And because there's some lines here, I'm using those as a guide as to where to go. So that was the light petal pink. Then I'm going to come in with the dark petal pink, and I used the brush end there, and I'm just going to use the sort of stubbier end. I don't know, I'm sure there's a proper name for it. I'm just going to go in the centre here, just add little bits of colouring, just to slightly darker, and blend it together. Look, just where there's a bit of shade and things like that. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? But I don't really. So just adding a bit of colour there. Nice. That's good. Now I need a bit of brown to do that twig, and this is light soft suede. Let's just add a bit of colour here. Don't want it too dark. And then I want a bit of green. So this is Old Olive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stubby end just to add a little bit of colour. Can you see where these bits are here? Just going to add a bit of colour there. So that's the light Old Olive stubby end. I'm going to come in with the brush end now. I'm just going to add a little bit more colour to those leaves. I'm just filling in that space. Because I've already got some colour on there, it just leaves a bit of a because it's two colours now there, it's just that's it. That's all I'm doing, is just colouring it all in, filling in the gap. Lovely, really nice. There we go. Nice. I think I need a bit of yellow or something in the middle there. What shall I bring in? Dark Daffodil Delight would be nice. So use this stubby end and just add a bit of colour in the middle. There we go. Good. So that's going to go on there like that. Got a piece of petal pink here, which I think this measures 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And I thought that would look nice behind there. Brings the pink colour out, I thought. Yeah. Now, I'm going to use the... There's a little stamp in the set called Enjoy Today. And I think I'm going to use that. So let me just stamp this, and I shall use the Pear Pizzazz ink again. I don't need that now, so put that away. And I'm going to bring in this fabulous little punch. It's called the Classic Label Punch, and it's just the right size for these little sentiments. And that's the other thing I can't do, is I can't cut a straight line. So this is just perfect. Can you see how it fits in there so nicely? Ta-da! Nice. Right, so that is just going to go on there like that. What I'm thinking is, shall I add some ribbon? What do you think? Now I've got some of this ribbon here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to colour some of this ribbon. This is our Whisper White, what's it called? Crinkled ribbon, seam binding ribbon, crinkled seam binding ribbon. Now all these crinkles doesn't do my heart any good. I don't like crinkly things. I like things to be nice and straight. But it won't matter, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some colour. Now I'm bringing in the blender pen, and with the brush end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour this. And it's funny, when you colour the ribbon, it stiffens it up a bit as well. So if you're going to tie a bow with it, which I'm going to in this case, it makes it even nicer. So there we go. So let's see. I'm going to leave that. I don't know whether I've done enough yet. So do you know the bunny ears method of tying a ribbon or tying a bow? It's the way I prefer to tie all my bows. So you just loop it over your finger till you've got 2 bunny ears. Look, there's the bunny ears. There, look. And then you do left over right. Oh, I have to start again. 2 bunny ears, left over right, pull it over, and then pop it, bring it back through here, and then let that go. And then you pull your ears, pull that so you get a knot in the middle, and then you can pull it till you've got your little bow how you want. Now as you can see, I haven't quite got colour on this little edge here, but that doesn't matter, because I can bring in my blender pen. Did I use the light or the dark? I think I used the dark. And I can just put some more colour on there. Like so. There we go. And I now need some scissors. And I'm going to I'm going to chop that off. I'm not going to chop it to size just yet until I get it onto my card. So bring back my card. So I think that's going to go there. Oops. Oh dear, more fingers and thumbs. So this is going to go here. I'm going to have the bow here. And then I'm going to have it like that. Shall I have it like that? Or shall I have it like that? I think that's better. And then this. No, I think I was right the first time. I might have it like so, and then pull that down there like that, and then this can go underneath, tuck underneath there. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. Right, so I need a glue dot. Glue dots are fabulous for gluing bows to your project. So all you do is you just put it on. Can you see the glue dot there? Look, just put that onto there, and that picks up that dot, and then lift it off again, and then you can place it where you want. Goes there like so. And because this is quite small, I'm actually going to use the glue dots on here as well. This is going to go, what did I say? I was going to put that underneath there, didn't I? Like so. And now I can trim off those edges. What did I do with my scissors? Did I put away? I did. Well, that was a daft thing to do. So let's just cut those on the slight angle. Like so. Good. Good, that's fine. Right. Now I need to glue this to finish off my card. Get rid of these bits of ribbon. So I'm going to bring in some tearing tape. I'm going to attach this to the pink piece first. And I know it's called tearing tape, but I don't like tearing it, and I don't want to use scissors on it because I don't want to get my scissors all gluey. So what I tend to use is an old gift card or a shop card, something that's got a nice straight edge to it, like so. Pull it. So lay down your tape, being careful not to stretch it, and then put your card down and pull it back, and you get a nice straight edge. There we go. That's that done. And then what I do is I just rub my fingers over here. That makes sure it's all down. And then you can lift up one of the edges on each of the pieces and just make a little tab so it sticks out from your card. Like so. There we go. So you can see they stick out now. Now I'm going to bring in my pink piece of card, this is petal pink. So the colour pink that I used on the flowers was petal pink as well. And I'm just going to lay that down onto my card. And when I'm happy, I can just put my hands over the whole lot and pull those pieces off, and it will stick down like so. Good, and I'm going to do the same with this piece. Bring in my card again. Oops. I'm doing exactly the same again. I'm just pulling up just one edge of each of the pieces of tape and creating that little tab that sticks out. Now I'm going to bring in my card base, make sure I've got it so that it opens the right way. That's it, that goes on there. Just got a tiny, tiny, weeny little bit of very vanilla that pokes out. Lovely. And when I'm happy with that, I'm just going to pull those off of there. Lovely. Good. And that's safely attached now. Now what I need to do is I think I need to bring in a little bit of some pearls, I think. Shall I have pearls? Or shall I have something else? What else have I got in my bling box? No, they're a bit dark. Let's see what else I've got in my bling box. I don't think I want anything too bright because it's such a muted card, isn't it? No, I think I'm going to stick with pearls. I do like pearls, and I'm not even going to add some colour to them. I'm just going to keep them just as they are. And I'm going to use these little ones. I'm going to pop one there. There's a little mark on the card. And I'm just dotting them about. No rhyme nor reason, just where the fancy takes me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Five pearls. That's all it needs. So there we go. There's another card using the lovely Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. I will do a blog post, and I'll post a picture, and I'll give you a list of everything that I've made and the sizes of the card. So that if you'd like to have a go at making a card, you can do. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.